everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori if you're new here. Today we are going to do some shelf cooking, but we are going to do it a little bit differently. I have a busy week ahead of us and we just really need some easy meals, so I am going to meal prep a lot of our shelf cooking items. And if you are interested in a video about shelf cooking, I will link mine down below, just the basics and how I go about shelf cooking. So I have pulled out a bunch of things from my pantry. I just want to show you how I put everything together. Normally I pull everything out, write everything down, and then make meals from there. So we have about 4 meals total, and then we have a little side recipe. And I'd love to do a dessert of sorts, so maybe some protein cookies or brownies or some energy balls, something that we can take on the go on all of our trips this weekend. So if you are excited and interested in this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get right into the recipes. All right, we have some upset children in my household currently, so this will be a voiceover and some of this video will be as well. That is mom life for you in a nutshell, but this is what I have going on. I pulled out a lot of items that needed to be used, and then I wrote the ingredients down on the left-hand side, and I ended up making different meals from those ingredients. So then I wrote down the gist of what I will need for those meals as well. So we're gonna start with some stuffed sweet potatoes and bell peppers. We're going to move on to our broccoli cheddar potatoes. We might make a crab cake sandwich, I'm not sure yet. I really would like to make some homemade salsa because we have a bunch of tortilla chips to get rid of. And then we are going to make some lentil chili, and that is enough meal prep for us this week. And let's just get right to cooking. I always like to start with the thing that will take the longest, so I am going to bake these potatoes after I wash them and get all of those yucks off of the skin. I'm gonna bake them at 400 for about an hour, but first I'd like to scrub them. All right, so here's my little setup. I ended up washing off the potatoes and sweet potatoes, and I'll get on to the other veggies. Over here I have all of the dishes that I'm going to put everything in. I just like to have that out and prepared. I prefer to use glass. I just think it's safer and better for the environment. If you invest in it, you're not going to be buying multiple plastic things. I am in no way, shape, or form perfect at zero waste, but I am trying my best to be better for the earth and for the future generations. And then over here I have a little scraps bin. I'll take this out to compost and go from there. Sometimes I will take it into town and compost it there. I just have a small compost in the backyard. And then I have my menu up here, and I'm gonna get started on these potatoes, and I will walk you through everything else. But the way you've been crossing the line, oh, it's something in me that says it's fine. Hoping you wouldn't change me. Got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright, never cut it bite. Alright, I'm going to get started on this enchilada rice. I'm gonna add some corn, some Italian sausage crumbles. This is the Morningstar, but you could add ground beef if you wanted to. I have some bell pepper and onion, and then I have some petite diced tomatoes that are on their last month of life. So I'm going to have this simmering in the background here. I'm going to dice the onion and bell pepper, but I'm gonna have this simmer in the background for around an hour while those potatoes cook so I can get some other things done. But the way you've been giving me time, oh, it's something in me that says it's fine. Hoping you wouldn't change me. You got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright, never cut it bite, but somehow you make me change, like I'm better off with you. Never cut it bite, right, so in the NutriBullet, I'm gonna get the mango salsa going. I find that if I leave it overnight, it tastes a lot better, but I'm just using this can of rotel, a mango, and then I'm going to use, some pepper and onions from here, about a fourth of this, and then I'm gonna add some cumin, chili powder, and lime juice, and we are good to go. All right, the next meal is going to be this lentil chili. I'm actually gonna put it in this casserole dish and bake it with some liquid, covered for around 45 minutes. It's super simple and it doesn't take any stovetop, and you can kind of like leave it and forget about it in a sense. Of course, I'm not going to actually forget about it, but yeah, I will show you how I do all of this.
Facing Hawaii with you, Hawaii with you, Hawaii with you, Hawaii. I need a summer breeze, some fresh air to put my mind at ease. No cares.
The next recipe is going to be this broccoli cheddar soup, and if you saw my last haul, you saw that we got an abundance of broccoli, so I'm trying to use it up. I ended up freezing a bunch of it as well, and it is based off of this Knorr side. It is a leek soup mix, and I just thought it would be really great with some broccoli cheddar. So you're going to need some cream cheese, some cheddar cheese, you're going to need that leek recipe soup mix. It could probably be a dip if you wanted it to be. I diced some carrots and onions, and then I'm gonna throw in that broccoli. I will show you how to put this together. There's no method to the madness, just do whatever you want to do for this soup.
We won't ever come down, we won't ever come down low. Running from a ghost town, where we never feel high, just low. We won't ever come down, we won't ever come down low. Feeling the sun on my face in Hawaii with you, Hawaii with you, Hawaii with you, Hawaii.
Alrighty, my friends, everything is all set to go. I have everything cooling down right now before I put it in the refrigerator. I did make sure I had room in the refrigerator before I did this. I make that mistake pretty often if I'm cooking like this. But let's start over here. We have our potatoes, super easy to grab and go for a baked potato to add to salads. If I have any left over at the end of the week, I'll make some potato salad. And yeah, these are super easy to just peel off the skin if you want. And then the sweet potatoes are super delicious, as you can see, ooey gooey, really great for breakfast if you want a sweet item or savory. And then over here I have the enchilada rice. I had some already with some tortilla chips. That's a great way to serve them. You could even put them in like a burrito if you want, or an enchilada, or just serve as is. I'm gonna put some over the sweet potato. That's gonna be super delicious. And then moving on to the lentil chili. I know this does not look the most appetizing. I promise you it has so much flavor. And those lentils, although super earthy when you are tasting that flavor, I think the sauce itself really lends a hand, as well as that dark chocolate. If you have dark chocolate, I urge you to put that in your chili. It's super tasty. On sweet potatoes or regular potatoes, you could serve it with cornbread if you wanted. There are so many options for this. Here's that mango salsa. I like to snack on that and add it to just about everything. It has a very sweet flavor, but that lime really cuts down all of the sweetness. Over here is our broccoli cheddar soup. This is super delicious just to have as is or in a bread bowl, but these items are gonna get us through this week. It's gonna be super yummy, and I'm so happy that you took the time to cook with me today. Alrighty, my friends, that is going to do it for today's video. I really hope you got some meal inspiration for your week. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative, and I will see you next time. Bye.